All right, the Dolphins are now on the clock.
Easily, here are some recommendations to get you started. Welcome to your franchise staff. Staff points when you have to see some talent trees make you select a path to. This player's development trait is hidden. Put him. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also up next.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there for New England. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. On 2nd and 7, Ryan. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Ryan will throw again. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
A very important 3rd down conversion right.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be done. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. Pass incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Let's go.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. DeMarcus. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. The Patriots send out their punter. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Brown. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. They go play action now. Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So we've reached halftime here on opening. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They still can't get him, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Robinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw is Wilson. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there for the Patriots. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What's up, L. James? L. James.
He's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
That nigga said his name is not James, but it's L. James. Come on
From the
now.
snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they take a 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys.
Okay,
now.
James.
Get back out there and get us the lead back. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Steps away. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter. Room to run past midfield. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, we have seen some rookie. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Being chased out left. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Now Ryan on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. A screen to Bell. Bulldozes past him. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Play action. Ryan out to his left. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Bell will score. Touchdown, Miami. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Pats are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That's complete to Lamb. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Pass complete to Allie Cox. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Dolphins, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. These are his numbers from last week's contest. $15 carries, 72 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Hines, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play here for Buffalo. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. They'll run with Smith, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the... The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Nothing here. A big play there. Allen. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On the handoff, Sermon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Ryan to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Throwing is Allen. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Tua now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 14 carries, 68 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
This defense is very strong last week as throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 7, Tua airing one out for Boyd. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll hand it off now. Williams. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3.
Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now on first down. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Tua's throw there complete to Ruggs. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Henry Ruggs was the first wide receiver taken in the draft a year ago, and he absolutely fit the Raiders' profile of speed, speed, speed. Didn't have the immediate impact that they had hoped, just 20.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Opening drive, 3rd quarter, and we'll see how this defense comes out of the locker room. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34. So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Williams. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now Tua. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Calvin Ridley. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Tua. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Tagovailoa out right here to Herndon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Tua sets up to pass it. Dancing to his left. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. What a game this has been. It's tied, 4th quarter. Here we go. This defense trying to keep it a tie ball game. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Williams. And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the... Throwing now is Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now Ryan. Buying time to his left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late. Tucker now to add the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. The drive summary that time, 5. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call.
It's caught inside the 25. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the 4th. Incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And it's it. They cannot convert.
a home opener in Las Vegas. The Raiders won 7 times in the...
Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 14 carries, 68 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some...
And he works free. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.